On this new day, the sun reminds us that together we can find strength. We can find the strength and the courage to face changing circumstances. Together we can be flexible. Flexible enough to greet a new world and a new way of life. Together we can stay focused. We can focus on taking actions that will keep us safe. Together we can move. We can move into a bold new future and thrive in that future like never before. Together, we can.
Kia ora, hello everyone. On behalf of Sport Hawke's Bay, I'd like to welcome you all to this very special 2020 Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. Thank you for joining us online tonight as we celebrate what is going to be a great night for the sport community across the Hawke's Bay. Now, my name is Laura McGoldrick and it's my pleasure to be here as your MC for this evening. Tonight, you are our special guests. So sit back with your friends and your family and enjoy some outstanding achievements that we've seen over the past 12 months. To start us off, I'd like to introduce you to Mark Aston, who's the Sport Hawke's Bay Chief Executive, followed by the 1987 World Cup captain and Forsyth Barr Chairman, David Kerr.
Tēnā koutou katoa. I'm very excited to be able to welcome you to our first ever virtual Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. It's certainly a new step for us, but we're very much looking forward to bringing them to you by this medium. I just want to do 4 acknowledgements and thanks. First, I want to acknowledge the finalists tonight. You've made great efforts to be here, and everyone who is mentioned tonight has achieved a great degree of success. As part of that too, I think it's always important to reflect on the people that have helped the finalists get to where they are, because no one achieves this on their own. So well done to our finalists and to everyone who supported them. Secondly, I want to acknowledge everyone who's helped make sport happen in Hawke's Bay over the past 12 months. There are far too many people to thank individually, but it's a wide range from councils to funders, coaches, administrators, parents who get their kids there, of course the players and competitors themselves. So big thank you to everyone who's helped make sport happen over the past 12 months. Thanks to everyone who's made tonight happen. As I mentioned, it's first ever virtual awards and they come with their own challenges, but sponsors, through the technical people, team at Sport Hawke's Bay, Ryan and Caitlin, and our community sport team, the judges who work through the nominations and everyone who puts in a nomination. So thanks to everyone who's been a part of making tonight a very special night. Lastly, I want to thank the team at Sport Hawke's Bay and our board for the work they've put in over the past 12 months in providing leadership to the sporting community in Hawke's Bay. It's a challenging task, particularly at this time, but everyone's got a real passion for sport and active recreation in the region. And so I'd like to acknowledge our board, chaired by Damon Harvey, and our staff for the real difference they make in the community. Finally, I think it's important to note that this year is going to be a different year. COVID-19 has had an impact on the sports sector and particularly on the winter sports codes, like we've never experienced before. That's something we're all going to have to deal with together, But I've got a great degree of confidence in the resilience of our sports sector, and the sector can be damaged, but it won't be broken. There'll be kids who want to play sport, and whether that's in Wairoa or Waipawa, Flaxmere, Frimley, Tamatea or Taradale, the sport's going to be going on the fields and on the beaches, on the courts, every weeknight, every weekend, and there'll be parents and lovers of sport who support that and bring it back to what it has been, if not better. So while this is a tough time for the sector, it's also an exciting time, a time to rebuild, and I've got no doubt with the support of with all of you, we'll get this sports sector up and humming very quickly, and I just wanted to assure you that we at Sport Hawke's Bay are ready and eager to play our part in that. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Forsyth Barr is a proudly New Zealand-owned business. We are fortunate to be able to support community organisations across the country. Organisations who are champions of arts, business, education and sport. As Chair of Forsyth Barr, I am delighted that the firm is working alongside Sport Hawke's Bay. I spoke with Matt Carney and Craig Lane, who lead our Hastings and Napier offices, about the work done by Sport Hawke's Bay. We agreed that while we are thrilled to be associated with tonight's event, celebrating the achievements of the most outstanding athletes, coaches and volunteers, we equally applaud the work you do in encouraging and enabling people to be involved in sport, to be active, to participate, and ultimately to enjoy the benefits of simply being healthier. So, on behalf of Forsyth Barr, I would like to thank the team at Sport Hawke's Bay for the work you do for local communities and to congratulate all the nominees and finalists of the 2020 Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. Thank you and have a lovely evening.
A big thank you to Mark and David. Now, obviously, the way we'll be running this evening is just a little different to previous years. I'll announce the awards, I'll run through the finalists, and then, of course, I'll be announcing the winner. Although we are unable to offer you a meal from the team at Orton Cuisine, one of the great things is that dinner and dessert can be served when you'd like it that way. If you're a winner, I believe the bar stays open all night if you'd like it to, and you should be waited on hand and foot. So we hope that you can stay with us throughout the evening and enjoy this one-off, very special online edition of the Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. So why don't we kick this evening off and get on to our first award? And that is, of course, the sportground.co.nz Administrator of the Year. Now, we'd like to thank Mike and his team from Sportsground for their ongoing support of this award, as well as the wider support they provide to the sports sector. The finalists for the sportsground.co.nz Administrator of the Year are Carl Larson, mountain biking; Chris McIver, basketball; Kelly Hepburn, canoe polo; Tina Arlich, netball. And the winner is Kelly Hepburn, canoe polo.
Chairperson of Canoe Polo Hawke's Bay since 2014, Kelly has been one of the driving forces behind the development of the only purpose-built canoe polo venue in the Southern Hemisphere. Running the largest canoe polo club in the country with over 700 members, Kelly volunteers countless hours to the organisation and is this year's sportsground.co.nz Administrator of the Year.
Well, thank you so much. This is a huge deal for not only myself but Hawke's Bay Canoe Polo. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my committee to start off with. Without them, my job wouldn't be as easy as it is. To Forsyth Barr, to sportsground.co.nz, thank you very much for sponsoring the category, and to Sport Hawke's Bay again for organising an amazing evening. I'd have to say that 2019/2020 has been definitely a huge year for Hawke's Bay Canoe Polo, in particular organising our new facility and seeing that come to reality in February. We had a lot of ups and downs in regards to people having to travel away for personal reasons, for all sorts of reasons, but my job to do what I did over the year was made easier by such a great group of people around me. It's nice to be recognised for all the work that I do. Personally, it takes a lot of time away from my family, whom I have to say a huge thank you to: my husband, my kids. I know you don't see me much, but that's okay. This is a recognition for that time and effort that I've put in over the last year, so thank you very much. And I want to say a huge congratulations to all the finalists. I know I've been up against some pretty big names in the industry, so sport in Hawke's Bay is amazing anyway. And for those who weren't a finalist tonight, you're still all doing an amazing job, so keep it up.
Nyman and Sons Sports Organisation of the Year. We'd like to thank Katie and the team for over 15 years of support towards the Sports Awards and the 2020 sponsorship of this award. The finalists for the Nyman and Sons Regional Sports Organisation of the Year are Basketball Hawke's Bay, Canoe Polo Hawke's Bay, Hawke's Bay Hockey, Hawke's Bay Netball. And the winner is Canoe Polo Hawke's Bay.
The past 12 months have been huge for the largest canoe polo club in the country, along with initiating a number of programs to further grow the sport in the region, and have established a $725,000 purpose-built facility at the regional sports park. 25 players were chosen to represent New Zealand at the Oceania Championships, and combined with a strong junior program, Canoe Polo Hawke's Bay are the 2020 Nyman and Sons Sports Organisation of the Year.
So firstly, thanks to Forsyth Barr, Sport Hawke's Bay, and obviously the category sponsor for the Sports Organisation of the Year, Nyman and Sons. It's a great honour to receive this award. We're really, really happy to be here tonight, and we just want to say a huge thank you to those that have organised this evening.
We'd also like to thank the huge club and community effort that's gone into creating this fantastic venue. We've had a really great committee on board, and our project leaders who have been managing and driving this project for many, many years now.
We'd like to say a huge thanks as well to our sponsors that have helped towards the building of the new facility here at the Mitre 10 Park. But a huge thank you as well to Mitre 10 and Mitre 10 Park for allowing us to have this 9-year dream come to a reality for us this year.
Yeah, really, really pleased to have won this one, and against such high esteemed other finalists. So congratulations for being nominated and being finalists in this category as well.
Thanks to Chris and his crew at the Zealand Brewery, great supporters of the sports sector and a proud Hawke's Bay brewery. The finalists of the Zealand Brewery Grassroots Club of the Year are Hawke's Bay Kayak Club, Outcast Sports, Taradale Rugby and Sports, Te Rao Oranga o Ngāti Kahungunu Wakaama Club. And the winner is Taradale Rugby and Sports.
Established in 1897, the not-for-profit organisation, which is 100% run by volunteers, is recognised within the community for providing a vital sporting and social link for people of all ages. With a combination of outstanding results from all ages on the rugby field and the successful running of a long-standing touch competition in the summer, the Taradale Rugby and Sports Club is focused on increasing the number of people of all ages and walks of life participating in and enjoying sport, an essential part of physical and emotional well-being. Congratulations to this year's Zealand Brewery Grassroots Club of the Year, Taradale Rugby and Sports.
Thank you very much for this award. Thank you very much, Laura, for announcing and presenting this award to us on behalf or at the Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. It's a great privilege and honour to accept this award for Grassroots Club of the Year on behalf of the Taradale Rugby Club. Last year we had 4 senior teams in rugby club finals. We won 2 of those finals. We retained the black and white shield, which you can see over here, for the 2nd year in a row. which is largely the Ranfurly Shield of Hawke's Bay Rugby. So we've proudly had that for 2 years, and we would be aiming to retain it this year as well. Hopefully we can get some rugby going forward. But Taradale Rugby is not just about the senior rugby. We have a very strong junior rugby club as well, from 5 through to 12, along with netball, and a very wide and diverse base of club members. Thank you to all our sponsors, our major sponsors at the club, who help make things possible. Thank you very much to everyone, all our club members and life members. So yeah, on behalf of Taradale Rugby Club, thank you very much for this award.
We'd like to thank the Cressbourne brothers and the team at Three Wise Birds for the support. The finalists for the Three Wise Birds Innovation in Sport are Basketball Ignite, Basketball Hawke's Bay, Hawke's Bay Mountain Bike Club, Males in Netball, Hawke's Bay Netball, YUP, Youth Umpiring Program, Hawke's Bay Hockey. And the winner is Basketball Ignite.
The Basketball Ignite program delivers basketball into low decile schools and communities by breaking down barriers to participation and encouraging young people into ongoing participation in the sport. Providing coaching, balls, hoops and free entry into competitions, 12 schools, 170 players and 30 teacher coaches have all benefited from the program so far. Congratulations to Basketball Hawke's Bay and the Basketball Ignite program, your Three Wise Birds Innovation in Sports winners.
On behalf of Basketball Hawke's Bay, it's a privilege to be recognised tonight for this Innovation in Sport award. Big thank you to the sponsors, Three Wise Birds, to Sport Hawke's Bay and Forsyth Barr for putting on this event. The Basketball Ignite program was a special program for us. We wanted to try and reduce barriers to being able to participate in basketball to low socioeconomic areas throughout Hawke's Bay. With grateful assistance from Sport Hawke's Bay and placemakers in Napier, we've been able to reach over 500 young people and helping them get onto the basketball court through reduced fees and uniforms last year. A special moment for us was this project was started in Marae Nui School, and we worked with a group of students who had never had the opportunity to play in our competition. We went in and coached them and then gave them the opportunity to enter the competition, and within 2 terms they won the competition. So really that showed us that it was working. And those players are now well entrenched in basketball, and we continue to support them through their experiences.
A great way to start this evening with some great winners amongst outstanding achievements from finalists. We now welcome our special guest, Sport New Zealand CEO Peter Miskimen, to say a few words. Peter.
Tēnā koutou katoa. Greetings to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Who would have thought 9, 10, 11 weeks ago the world of sport globally would stop, all the way from the elite down to grassroots level. We understand the dramatic changes that's had on the landscape of clubs and regional organisations. And I just want to pay compliment to all of those passionate volunteers that support those organisations, that work in those organisations to work your way through the difficult period that you're in. What we're trying to do at Sport New Zealand is obviously contribute to that with our $25 million relief package, providing opportunity for clubs and regions to access that money through Mark and his team at Sport Hawke's Bay. Well, I'm also incredibly delighted by the government announcement of $265 million that's now to go into the play, active recreation and sport system. This is recognition from this government of the importance that play, active recreation and sport has for communities and for New Zealanders, and it really values its important role. It's about bringing people together and providing physical opportunities for everyone, from kids all the way right through to adults. So we look forward to working with everyone, particularly with Mark and his team at Sport Hawke's Bay, to look at how we distribute that money for the maximum benefit. One is to preserve what we've got, but also to reshape and rethink and reimagine the way the future could be and what that could bring for generations ahead. Can I once again congratulate you all, particularly those that are involved in clubs and regions. You are the heartbeat of our sector, and we want to make sure that not only do you survive this, but you can actually think forward and actually future-proof your organisation and thrive in a post-COVID world. So do you all have a wonderful night. Congratulations to all of those people that have won tonight, that are finalists and won tonight, but also hopefully it's an opportunity not only to look back but also look forward with some optimism. So again, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you. Thanks to Mark and his team at Sport Hawke's Bay. Tēnā koutou katoa, and kia kahe everyone. Kia ora.
A big thank you to Peter. We're very lucky to be working and involved in such a special sector. And while the past few weeks have been incredibly tough for us to get over, we will bounce back. Of course we will. Right now, though, it is back to the awards and recognising the outstanding achievements of so many. It's time for the Brebner Print Official of the Year. For all your printing needs, make sure you chat to Rob and the team at Brebner Print, and thank you again for your support and for being involved in a range of events throughout the region. The finalists tonight for the Brebner Print Official of the Year are Dan Wainga, Rugby Union; Jessica Scott, Netball; Lee Erskine, Hockey; and the winner is Lee Erskine, Hockey.
Awarded the International Umpiring Badge from the Federation of International Hockey in 2020, Lee continues to be one of the top hockey officials across New Zealand. As well as umpiring at the top national tournament, the 2019 Ford National Hockey League, Lee has also provided 4 Learn to Umpire courses, benefiting over 100 umpires, passing on his vast knowledge to the up-and-coming hockey officials. Your 2020 Brebner Print Official of the Year, Lee Erskine.
So, first of all, wow. I really wasn't expecting to win this, looking at the calibre of the other nominees. So thank you very much for looking at what I've achieved and putting me at the top. Just like to thank first of all my wife for keeping everything going at home while I am down at the hockey turf each weekend and while I head away to these tournaments. Been together a long time and every year it always happens. Thanks to Hawke's Bay Hockey for all the support they've given me, New Zealand Hockey as well. Thanks to Brebner Print for supporting the category this year, and thanks to the committee for nominating me, and congratulations to all the other nominees for being nominated as well. It was, I really didn't think I'd win, so thank you very much.
The Kennedy Park Resort Napier Masters Sportsperson of the Year. Thanks to David and the team at Kennedy Park Resort Napier for over a decade of support for the Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. And the finalists for the Kennedy Park Resort Napier Masters Sportsperson of the Year are Jane Wiley, Tennis; Michael O'Leary, Athletics; and the winner is Michael O'Leary, Athletics.
National champion in track pentathlon, the 2020 New Zealand Masters Track and Field Championships, Michael broke the record for overall points, which was set by his brother in 2018, the first time he took part in the event. This followed claiming 7 gold medals a couple of weeks earlier at the New Zealand Masters Games in Dunedin. The 2020 Kennedy Park Resort Napier Masters Sportsperson of the Year, Michael O'Leary.
I'd really like to thank my wife, first and foremost, Deb, for all the support during this season, for her encouragement and trackside assistance, much appreciated. Clearly, I want to thank the sponsors of this event, obviously the challenges that COVID-19 has put before everyone. Personally, thank you very much. And I want to thank Hawke's Bay Masters Athletics for all the brilliant work everyone put in over the past season. It's hard to single out a favourite moment, but obviously after day 2 of the New Zealand Masters, a favourite moment was completing the men's pentathlon, finishing the 1500 metres. Not a pleasant race when you're my age, but more importantly, winning the 1500, breaking the Hawke's Bay record. And I'd set a target to try and break my brother Dennis's Hawke's Bay record. So he motivated me, and I was very pleased to do that. Finally, look, COVID-19's been a huge challenge for everyone in the world, and for Sport Hawke's Bay to put this together, I want to thank them for everyone behind this evening, and to the sponsors for the event, Forsyth Barr, and in particular for this award, Napier's Kennedy Park Resort, for their support for this part of the awards. Thank you very much, everyone.
The Vidal Estate Coach of the Year. We'd like to thank Tracy and the team at Villa Maria for their support for this year's awards. The finalists for the Vidal Estate Coach of the Year are Ben Bennett, Kayak Racing; Bill Robertson and Stu James, Football; Charissa Barham, Netball; Tafai Wasa and Carl Lowe, Rugby Union. And the winner is Ben Bennett, Kayak Racing.
In a tightly contested category, Ben is named the 2020 Vidal Estate Coach of the Year. Named as assistant coach for the New Zealand team to compete at the 2020 World Junior Championships, Ben has not only been recognised as a top kayak coach, those he coaches have gone on to achieve outstanding results over the past 12 months, coaching up-and-coming talent such as Jack Wilkinson and Daniel Brown. Congratulations, Ben.
I'd like to thank the sponsor for this award, Vidal Estate. Very nice product. I think I had some of their product last weekend, so I'd like to thank them. I obviously, as a coach, you can't do a lot if you haven't got some really good material to work with, so I'd really like to thank the athletes that I work with. I really enjoy working with them, so thanking them. Also, of course, because most of them at school, they rely on their parents to get them out here. So big thank you to the mum and dads who do all of that, travelling around, getting them to the regattas and all of those kinds of things. And of course our committee who keeps the club ticking over. And once again, they're mums and dads. So yeah, big thank you to them and the support that they give to myself and the other coaches in the club. And I'd like to thank them as well. Barry, who runs the introductory group, does a fantastic job, and in the last year Chris Fisher has been looking after the intermediate group, so thank you Barry and Chris. Really helps a lot bringing those athletes up into the squad that I coach, so I look after mostly the senior athletes. I think it's an acknowledgement of what we've been able to achieve as a club. As a big club team, so it's all about the work that the athletes have put in and their achievements, and the parents and the committee who support myself and the other coaches in the club. So I think if you've got a good team and the team that works well together, that can take you a long way, whether it be in sport or business or education or just the family environment for that matter.
These awards recognise volunteers who have contributed to the operation of a club or sporting organisation for over 20 years. The recipients being recognised tonight have all contributed an astonishing amount of time to their sport. And the recipients are Alan Blewett, hockey; Alan immersed himself in hockey after his wife and daughters played for years. Sick of being a spectator, Alan picked up a whistle and thought he could do a better job. 30 years later, he is still committed to the cause. Alani Samaya, volleyball. A past New Zealand representative of the sport, he has instilled a love of volleyball in both his family and across the Hawke's Bay community. For over 20 years, he has coached teams at Napier Boys and Napier Girls High Schools and has helped develop hundreds of aspiring players along the way. David Black, cricket. David Black's 30-year commitment to cricket and the Cornwall Cricket Club has been second to none, with endless hours and sacrifices made for the iconic club. Blackie, as he's affectionately known, is a pillar in the Hawke's Bay cricket community. Graham Ward, surf lifesaving. Graham was awarded a Surf Lifesaving New Zealand National Service Award in 2019 and lives by Surf Lifesaving New Zealand's motto of "In it for life," with over 50 years being dedicated to the sport.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm sure on behalf of the 3 other recipients, this is a real thrill. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Glen Cook Technologies, the sponsors of this award. Also to Forsyth Barr, the major sponsors, and of course to Sport Hawke's Bay, who are running this. My involvement in sport really started at Caramu High School when the headmaster wrote on my report that if I stopped looking out the window, my marks would be better. So thank you everybody for watching this tonight. Thank you for your interest in sport in Hawke's Bay, and to the wider viewing public, think about getting involved with your local club, whatever code's involved in, because if you don't, we may not be having sport as we know it. Clubs are now going to be facing a huge challenge, but with Hawke's Bay spirit and with everybody pulling their weight, hopefully we will survive. Thank you.
Adam and Megan here from the Hits Hawke's Bay. It is great to be involved once again with the Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sports Awards.
So you're sitting at home, we hope you're enjoying a nice Zeeland beer or Vidal's wine. I mean, the good thing is you don't need to worry about booking a taxi tonight, so it's perfect.
The nominees for the Hits People's Choice Award are Blair Tickner, cricket;
Emma Twig, rowing;
Ethan Rustbatch, basketball;
Gareth Evans, rugby;
Kimi Ora Poi, netball. And the winner is Kimi Ora Poi. Standing at just 1.69 metres, a lack of height does nothing to detract from Poi's silky playmaking skills. A gifted athlete with speed to burn, a healthy dose of flair and precision passing, Poi has revelled at senior level.
A World Youth Cup winner with the New Zealand Under-21 team in 2017, Poi has gained further attention with her selection in the Silver Ferns development squad, the NZA team World Series title-winning Fast 5 Ferns lineup, and All-Stars team over the last couple of years.
She gained further experience as a replacement player for the Collingwood Magpies during the 2019 Australian season, followed by selection in the 2019-20 Silver Ferns squad.
Congratulations, Kimi Ora Poi.
Some of us were born to see the sunrise, to chase it, while some of us need a little encouragement to get to the summit. But whether we're the eyes on the ground or bound to the boardroom, a front of house smile, or a telephone voice behind the scenes, wherever we exist in each uniquely configured team, us workers, loyal like the sun, deserve to let the best of us be seen. For some, it's in the first sharp sip of a smoothie. Others find it in the roar of the waves, the discovery of a new nutritious favorite, or the relief that everything is working just as it should. For a few, it's keeping up with the latest fitness trends. And for many, it's that moment when colleague becomes teammate, becomes friend. We all work differently, so why should our well-being be one size fits all? However you work, we'll fit in with you, help you beat that workday slump with a stretch, a snack suggestion, or a friendly health check, all in your way, on your time. WorkFit, handing back the sunrise, making space to shine.
Well, it helped me develop from high school to that transition to the workforce and gave me the tools and knowledge that I needed to get there.
Provided me with great practical knowledge in local schools and then just sound theory from really passionate, inclusive teachers.
Sport Hawke's Bay would like to thank the sponsors and the suppliers who have helped make this evening happen, as well as those who normally are so vital on the night. The ongoing support these organisations provide to the sports sector allows all of us to do what we love. So please continue to support these organisations as they have gone out of their way to help support us. We'd like to thank Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi Incorporated for your ongoing support and the important role you play in inspiring our region to be active. The finalists for the Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi Incorporated impact on Māori sports are Anaru Bartlett, Touch Rugby, Jackson Wairea, Rugby Union, Outcast Sports, Ronnie Nuku, Moka Ama, and the winner is Outcast Sports.
Formed in 1995 as a way for whānau to participate in touch rugby tournaments, Outcast has grown to now have teams competing in local netball, rugby league, CrossFit and touch competitions. The club has a focus on increasing participation for Māori across the Hawke's Bay community. Your 2020 Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi Incorporated Impact on Māori Sports recipients.
Kia ora everybody. It's a privilege to be nominated for this award and an honour to win it. I'd like to thank our sponsors who are Australia Sports New Zealand. Garth and his team does an amazing job with the gears that we get. Optimise Physio, who keep us all active and injury free. Evolution Fitness in Hastings, and also RDCL. Cam Wiley does a lot for our sports club. I'd like to acknowledge him. Personally, it means a lot to me, this award. We've got a good team behind me. We all work towards a common goal, and that's to build participation in Māori sport in Hawke's Bay. I'd like to thank Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi Incorporated and Sport Hawke's Bay for putting on this event. Such an amazing event, and just to see the achievements of everybody's accolades in the community is awesome.
Stirling Sports Junior Team of the Year. A big thanks to Justin and his team at both Stirling Sports Napier and Stirling Sports Hastings for their ongoing support. The finalists for the Stirling Sports Junior Team of the Year are Hastings Boys High School First 15 Rugby Union, Jack Wilkinson and Daniel Brown Kayak Racing, Lindisfarne First 11 Cricket, Napier Girls High School Senior A Netball. And the winner is Hastings Boys High School First 15.
The 2019 Hastings Boys High School First 15 side claimed their third Junior Team of the Year title in just 4 years, following the success of the 2016 and 17 side. The current National First 15 Championship winners had an outstanding season, and as a result, 2 players were selected for the New Zealand Barbarians side and another 2 for the New Zealand Māori under-18 team. The Sterling Sports Junior Team of the Year winners, Hastings Boys High School First 15.
Laura, thank you for the award. Sterling Sports, the sponsor of the award, I'd just like to thank you as well. On behalf of Hastings Boys High School First 15, it's really great to receive this award. We're really honoured and grateful, and you know the boys are a reflection of our community of Hastings. So to everyone, all the families of our boys and aunties and uncles and everyone, just would like to say thank you for supporting the boys. And yeah, what a great year it was.
I just want to thank Sport Hawke's Bay for the award. Honour and a privilege. And the 800 strong students at our school will be very proud of our team, our First 15 receiving this award. When you look back on our season, there was some big games, and we just came short in these big games, but there was a lot of learning out of them, and from it we grew a lot. So as we got to top 4, just looking back on those close games that we lost, it really helped in that top 4. So when these key moments came, the boys delivered at that top 4, and they were great in that the national final, and we'll never forget that. The boys will never forget that. The mums and dads, our school, going down in history. So, a big thank you again.
Tremaine's Senior Team of the Year. Tremaines have been a supporter of the awards for decades. We thank Simon and his team for what they do, not only for the sports sector, but the wider support that they provide across the Hawke's Bay. The finalists for Tremaine's Senior Team of the Year are Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, Speedway, Napier Technical Old Boys, Cricket, Taylor Hawks, Basketball, Thirsty Whale, Napier City Rovers, Football. And the winner is Thirsty Whale, Napier City Rovers, Football.
Thirsty Whale Napier City Rovers won the Chatham Cup in 2019, the premier knockout competition for football in New Zealand. The Cup is football's largest knockout competition and was contested by over 130 clubs from across the country. Throughout the season, Rovers focused on developing their young local talent, with a couple of teenagers prominent in their campaign, including a 16-year-old schoolboy. This is the team who put their heart and soul into putting Hawke's Bay football on the map, and also put a huge emphasis on being part of the community and giving back. Thirsty Whale Napier City Rovers, your 2020 Tremaine's Senior Team of the Year.
Thank you very much. It's an honour for Napier City Rovers to win such a prestigious award, the Tremaine's Senior Team of the Year at the Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. First and foremost, just want to acknowledge and congratulate all the finalists of this year's Sports Awards. Hawke's Bay as a region is a proud and competitive sporting region, so any team or competitor or athlete that gets recognition is deserving of it, and so congratulations to everyone and all the best in all the other categories. Napier City Rovers are very honoured to have been nominated and have won the Tremaine's Senior Team of the Year. Our success in the Chatham Cup, a national competition, is something we're very proud of. For a team in a region to compete at a national level obviously has its challenges. So to have not only competed but to have won the competition is an achievement. Like I say, we're very, very proud to have got over the line in. It's important I say some thank yous. First and foremost to the players, the team. Ultimately, it's their performances that have give us this recognition. Those players, an honest, hard-working group, dedicated, bought into the culture, bought into what myself and the coaching staff were trying to achieve, and their application on the field has given us that success. So thanks to the players. Thank you to the coaching staff for the countless hours and time, dedication on the training fields, planning, preparation, away from families, the amount of travel we have to endure. Very fortunate that we've got a team of knowledgeable, dedicated staff. So thanks to those guys, and those guys obviously know who they are. A big thank you to the volunteers of the club. Our club's run on volunteers, the guys behind the scenes that make things tick and allow us to get on the field and play football. From board members through to the kitchen staff, everyone has a valuable role and plays a crucial role in the club's success, and is very much a part of this team that has gone on to achieve something in the 2019 season. And lastly, to our sponsors, obviously a club we depend on local support from the community and from businesses, and we're very thankful to our loyal supporters, loyal sponsors, and a special thank you to our major sponsor, naming right sponsor, Chris and Carrie Sullivan at the Thirsty Whale, and also to Rodney Green at the Blue Water Hotel.
Eastern Institute of Technology Junior Sportsperson of the Year. ET play an important role in providing an opportunity to keep some of our brightest and best sporting talent here in the Bay. Thanks to Brenda, Kirsten and the team at EIT for being great supporters of Sport Hawke's Bay in sport. The finalists for the Eastern Institute of Technology Junior Sportsperson of the Year are Charlotte Lancaster, football; Georgia Hulls, athletics; Caitlin Cotter, hockey; Olivia Shannon, hockey. And the winner is Olivia Shannon.
Iona College student Olivia Shannon was the youngest player to be named in the 2019 Black Sticks team and has gone on to record 21 appearances for the national side, scoring 2 goals along the way. As well as being a member of the national squad, Olivia was named Most Valuable Player in the country's elite tournament, the National Hockey League. The 17-year-old is well on track to represent her country at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. The EIT Junior Sportsperson of the Year, Olivia Shannon.
I hope everyone's keeping well and safe during these unknown times of COVID-19. It is a huge honour to be able to be recognised as Junior Sportsperson of the Year for these Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. Sport Hawke's Bay is a community that I hold very close to my heart, as they've supported me in every aspect to getting me to where I am today to be able to achieve my goals. A massive congratulations has to go out for the finalists and the nominees of these awards, and to see your guys' achievements and to be nominated up against them is something that's truly honourable. And yeah, I have a massive support network that's got me to where I am today, and I'll probably be on here for 10 minutes if I thank all of them, but a massive thanks has to go out to all the coaches I've had, right from my under 13 Collier team right through to the Black Sticks and the team and environment I am a part of now. So I've had coaches that have challenged me, pushed me well and truly outside my comfort zone, but have also cared for me and had a lot of respect towards me. So I'm super grateful for all the lessons that you've given me, and that not have only developed me into a better player and a better athlete, but have pushed me and developed me into a better person. So I'm super grateful for all the lessons and everything you guys have taught me. I also have my teammates who I'm super grateful for as well. I've made some of my best friends through sport, and I've also had players that have been extremely competitive, which have been great for me, because that's what I need to be able to get me to where I am today, and that have challenged me and pushed me and been there every day to make me become a better player. So I'm super grateful for all the teammates that I've had right through my Hawke's Bay representative days, my Central and my New Zealand rep staff, and also my school at Iona College. So I'm super grateful to have all their support as well. And then I also have my friends and family who are there when the going gets tough, because when you're an athlete the going does get tough. So I'm super grateful to have all of their support and have their backing. especially my parents. They've obviously been my bank account for a very long time and been able to support me in everything I do, and they're always there at every game they can make. So I'm super grateful for my parents and everything that they do for me as well. And then obviously my friends and the rest of my family who are always wanting to know what's happening, and I'm super grateful for all of their support that they've shown over the years as well. So a massive thanks has to go out for my whole support network that I've had to get me to where I am today.
Paladin Disabled Sportsperson of the Year. The team at Paladin not only provide outstanding sporting gear, they provide much more than that to the numerous sports clubs and teams that they support. Thanks to Tim and Ed and the whole team for their support of this award. The finalists for the Paladin Disabled Sportsperson of the Year are Guy Harrison, Athletics, Badminton and Golf. Hamish Gilbert, Special Olympics. And the winner is Guy Harrison.
Guy was named the overall best athlete at the National Halberg Games in Auckland in October of 2019. The Sir Murray Halberg Cup is awarded to the most outstanding athlete of the Games and topped off an outstanding year for the Hawke's Bay athlete. The former Napier Boys High School student has represented the region in golf and athletics over the past 12 months and went on to represent his country in the Oceania Para Badminton Championships in February this year. Guy Harrison is the 2020 Paladin Disabled Sportsperson of the Year.
It's a huge honour to win this award again, and a big shout out to Hamish. It is awesome to see what he's doing now after our years back in the day in 2013 when we went down to the Junior Disability Games. It's awesome to see what he's doing now, and I hope it continues for the future. Keep it up, Hamish. Also, a big shout out to my coach Michelle and also Donna for all the work that they have put into me this year for my badminton. Also a big shout out to Jonathan, my running coach, for getting me very fit and making me able to be in the best shape I can possibly be heading into the season. Also a big shout out to Ocean Spa for giving me a sponsorship for the last few years. Have been a huge help being able to use the pool and the gym to get me in good shape. Also big shout out to Sheree Jones and Laura Langley from the Athletics Club. Sheree, thanks for all you have done throughout the year in the Athletics Club. Done so much. And a big shout out also to Laura for all the hard work she has put in with me through the last few years. Thank you very much for this. I also have a big shout out to my parents. I can't do it without them. Thank you guys for all the opportunities you've gave me, and yeah, thank you.
Hawke's Bay today have been a partner of the Hawke's Bay Sports Awards for a number of years and continue to be great supporters of both Sport Hawke's Bay and the sports sector. The finalists for the Hawke's Bay Today Senior Sportsperson of the Year are Amy Fisher, Kayak Racing, Brad Webber, Rugby Union, Pierre Hudson, Alpine Ski Racing, Shay McAleese, Hockey. And the winner is Amy Fisher.
Amy claims her third title in just 5 years and has again continued to dominate on the water alongside a strong New Zealand crew. Gold medalist at the World Cup in Poland, Amy had some outstanding results at a number of international events, while also claiming second in the Open Women's K1 200 and third in the Women's K1 500 at the NZCT NZ Canoe Sprint Championships earlier in 2020. Amy was on the cusp of Olympic selection, but due to the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic, this was put on hold. But she is back in the boat and on track to book her seat to the second consecutive Olympic Games in 2021. The Hawke's Bay Today Senior Sportsperson of the Year, Amy Fisher.
Hi everyone, if you're seeing this, it means that I managed to win, which was an absolute honour. But yeah, I'd like to begin by acknowledging my teammates, Caitlin, Lisa and Kayla. I couldn't have achieved any of the success I have over the year without them. You know, all my results were based on racing as a united front in the K4 with those incredible athletes. And yeah, we had a really good season. You know, the World Cups went really well. Our campaign building in towards the World Champs was awesome, and it was all pointing towards having an incredible, you know, performance at the final event. And we didn't quite manage to convert it into a good race in the final, but you know, we did qualify for the Olympics, so you can be sure that we're very much looking forward to having another crack at it, hopefully sometime soon. But yeah, in the meantime, yeah, we're just going to continue working hard and building towards that. And look, yeah, I'd just like to congratulate everyone that was nominated for tonight's awards, the other finalists and the other award winners. Thank you so much for your contribution towards sport in the Bay. It all makes such a big difference. And thank you to everyone who worked so hard in the background, you know, to make this evening possible. You know, despite all the chaos that's happening in the world at the moment, you know, to be able to take this moment to recognise sport in the Bay is incredible. And we all really appreciate it, so thank you so much. And yeah, enjoy your evening, everyone. And hopefully I will catch you all again soon. Stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.
This year, Sport Hawke's Bay received over 90 nominations from a wide range of sports. And considering the stress that everyone was facing as the nomination process opened, this is an amazing achievement and shows just how proud you all are of the achievements of so many. The time and effort that the judges put in to make the big decisions is greatly appreciated. And this year's judges are Charissa Bahan, Kirsten DeMansa, Shane Hundell, Terry Parkin, and Russell Rayner. Thank you, guys. It's time now for the last award of the evening, and this is the 2020 Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year. The 2020 Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year will be chosen from the winners of the following 5 categories. Masters Sportsperson of the Year, Michael O'Leary. Junior Team of the Year, Hastings Boys High School First 15. Senior Team of the Year, Thirsty Whale Napier City Rovers. Junior Sportsperson of the Year, Olivia Shannon. Disabled Sportsperson of the Year, Guy Harrison. Senior Sportsperson of the Year, Amy Fisher. Here are a few words from Matt Carney, who is the manager of Forsyth Barr Hastings.
Good evening. My name is Matt Carney, and I'm a member of our local team of investment advisors at Forsyth Barr. I'd just like to reiterate the earlier comments of our chairman, David Kirk, that everyone at Forsyth Barr is extremely proud to be involved in this event at such a high level in celebrating the exceptional sporting talent that is on offer within our wonderful region. I'm thrilled to announce that the winner of the Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year Award is Amy Fisher.
Hi again. Wow, thank you so much. Look, there's been so many people that have had a massive influence on my journey, you know, from people that made a difference in a little 10-year-old Amy's heart, you know, that had a dream to achieve greatness, all the way through to now, you know, teachers, coaches, teammates, Mohora, Hiratonga, Karamu, the Jared Cunningham Trust, Sport Hawke's Bay, the Stars Foundation. I've just been so lucky, you know, like I've had such an incredible support from everyone in Hawke's Bay, and I'm just so grateful to grow up in a community that is so passionate about sport. Yeah, look, I am so proud to be a Hawke's Bay girl, even though I'm, you know, up in Auckland and far away, but Hawke's Bay is always very close to my heart. And look, you know, one day, hopefully one day soon, I'll be able to return home and give back all that I've learnt through this journey, you know, to our next generation. But, you know, until then, I'll be thinking of you all and carrying you on my heart as I attempt to climb my Everest. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.
And that is a wrap. A big thank you to those who have stayed with us throughout the evening, and a huge congratulations to all of those who were nominated, the finalists, and of course the winners for the 2020 Forsyth Barr Hawke's Bay Sports Awards. The awards are an opportunity to come together and to celebrate all that is great about sport and active recreation here in the Bay. When the awards were signed off in 2019, who would have thought that the 2020 version would have been online? But we did it, and we hope to see you all in person next year. Thank you to the sponsors for their ongoing support in light of what we all face. And of course, thank you all for staying with us this evening. We'll see you soon.